Hey everyone, and welcome back to AFK Hour. Ready for another deep dive into UOAlive?
Always ready.
Britannia's looking pretty festive right now, wouldn't you say?
It really is. It's hard not to get into the holiday spirit with all the decorations and events going on.
Yeah, it's awesome. Speaking of events,
Yeah.
we had a great turnout for the Thanksgiving photo event at Hermes Hanging Mace last week.
How'd that go?
I heard it was packed. Lots of folks decked out in their Thanksgiving gear.
Nice.
The decorations were incredible.
Oh, yeah. I saw some of the pictures. They did an amazing job.
If you guys haven't seen it yet, head over to our Discord and check it out. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, and congrats to the Crate and Anchor Tavern on their grand opening. The Rune Library is a fantastic resource, especially for newer players.
For sure. It's great to see the community come together like that.
Absolutely. And while we're on the topic of shout-outs, big thanks to everyone who came out to the Breeville Market Guild Fair. It was a blast. If you missed it, you can catch a recording on the UOAlive YouTube channel. We'll put a link in the show notes. Oh, and stay tuned for the announcement of the Anglers Reel Fishing Competition winners. I hear the SCA Guild was really going for it this year.
Oh, yeah. They always bring their A game.
But for now, let's dive into the latest patch notes. We've got two piping hot ones from November 29th and December 1st.
All right. So first up.
Some interesting adjustments to legendary encounters and spawns.
Yeah, those encounter adjustments are worth looking at.
Definitely.
So they added this escape fail mechanic that basically plays around with your encounter timer. So like if you decide to run from a legendary encounter,
This might move sometimes.
yeah, or if things go south and you fail, they add like a minimum of 15 minutes to your timer. And it can even go up to 3 hours.
Wow. Okay, so that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, so it's like, do you want to face those encounters head on or make a strategic retreat? It depends on you.
So it's all about playstyle then.
Exactly. If you're someone who likes those like really intense, frequent encounters, powering through them back to back, you'll actually reach higher tiers faster.
Oh, interesting.
But if you're more laid back, escaping strategically can actually lower your encounter level over time.
So it really gives you more control over the experience.
For sure. It's like choosing your own difficulty level.
I like that.
But for the hardcore players who love chaining encounters together, they can push their limits and see how far they can go, knowing that each escape will cost them time.
So it's like a risk-reward system for the hardcore players.
Exactly.
I wonder what kind of strategies people will come up with. Wait, didn't I read something about New Haven being unaffected by this?
You did. Good catch. New Haven encounters and gatherers operate on their own separate timers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then the December 1st patch, they added that interesting treasure map reset item to the exclusive Essential shop.
Oh, right. Yeah. If you're like really eager to get a new set of treasure map coordinates, you don't have to wait anymore. You can just buy this item and reset it instantly.
So you basically bypass the cooldown.
Yep. It's a small change, but it makes you wonder if this is like part of a bigger trend,
Towards more player agency.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's not forget about those spawn adjustments. They bumped up the spawn rates for a bunch of legendary creatures.
Yeah.
Like the Q-City, the Fire Steed, and the Suki Wolf.
Yeah, that's awesome. Especially for players who are really into hunting those down.
Exactly. It makes those encounters a bit more accessible.
Yeah.
And for those who really love a challenge, they added Komet Kirin to the legendary encounter pool.
Oh, wow. It's a good time to be hunting.
And of course, no holiday season would be complete without winter events. UOAlive is going all out this year. We've got Winter Spirit, Winter Ice House raffles, the Holiday House contest, and of course the Ugly Sweater competition.
So much to do. Let's start with the Winter Ice House raffles. Those sound kind of cool, literally.
Yeah, who wouldn't want their own ice palace? Tell me more.
So they have this tiered raffle system. Right now, the Small Tower raffle is live, but it ends on December 1st, so gotta be quick. Then they're gonna roll out raffles for the Frozen Tower, the Frozen Keep, and then the big one, the Frozen Castle.
Oh, wow. Imagine decorating a frozen castle.
Right, it would be amazing.
Okay, and then there's Winter Spirit.
Right.
What's that all about?
It's packed with all these mini events. They're a little mysterious, though.
Oh, how so?
Well, you can encounter Krampus, help out Santa, there's a gingerbread thief on the loose. Oh, and you can even investigate some yellow snow.
Okay. I'm intrigued, but maybe a little scared.
The descriptions are vague, which makes it even more fun, You gotta go explore and figure it out for yourself.
A little mystery always adds to the excitement.
Yeah.
But for something a bit more lighthearted, there's the Ugly Sweater competition.
Oh, yes. The classic. Gotta love it.
This is like a full-on holiday extravaganza.
It really is. So much to do.
I'm excited to hear all about it.
It's absolutely packed with quests and activities. You could spend days just exploring all the different options.
So what kind of quests are we talking about here?
Well, one of the more popular quests involves stopping the mischievous Krampus.
Oh, Krampus. He's always up to no good.
Right.
I bet some players are secretly rooting for him, though.
I wouldn't be surprised. But hey, if Krampus isn't your style, there's always the classic Santa's Helper quest.
That sounds more my speed.
This one's interesting, though, because you can choose to be a goody two-shoes and deliver presents. Or you can embrace your inner Grinch and steal them.
Ooh. Now, that's a tough choice. I'm curious. Are there any consequences for stealing the presents?
That's a good question. And I'm not entirely sure. It's something you'd have to explore in the game.
Okay. I like a little mystery. So, what else is on the Winter Spirit menu?
Let's see. We can't forget about the reindeer roundup.
Reindeer Roundup.
Yeah, those mischievous critters are always getting into trouble. And it's up to you to wrangle them back to Santa's workshop.
Speaking of Santa's workshop, is that a new location in UOAlive?
It is. It's become quite the hub for holiday activities, in fact. There's another quest there involving Tilly the elf.
Tilly the elf.
Yeah. She seems to have misplaced her gingerbread dough, and you get to help her out. And while you're at Santa's workshop, you might want to check in on the mall Santa.
Oh, Santa.
Yeah. He's set up shop just outside New Haven, but it seems his sleigh could use a fresh coat of paint.
Oh, no. Poor Santa.
I'm sure the UOAlive community will be happy to lend a hand.
I'm sure they will. Okay.
And then, of course, we have the daily gift from the gift-giving tree in New Magencia.
The gift-giving tree. That's always a fun one.
It's always a surprise.
You know, with all these quests and events, it's easy to forget about the little details that really bring the holiday season to life in UOAlive.
Oh, absolutely. The team has really outdone themselves this year.
Like what?
Well, we've got Paragon chests disguised as present boxes, special gifts being delivered throughout the month, and even a collectible holiday tree in Cento Plaza.
Ooh, a collectible holiday tree. I need that.
You and everyone else.
Before we wrap up, let's revisit those encounter timer changes.
Yeah, those were pretty big.
They really shook things up.
Definitely. You know, at first, some players were a little hesitant. Change can be scary.
Especially in a game we love.
Exactly. But I think it's safe to say this update has been a positive thing.
Yeah. It's made encounters more strategic.
For sure.
You really have to think before you engage.
Or flee.
Right. And like we said before, it's created a more balanced playing field.
Yeah. Casual players can play at their own pace.
And hardcore players can push their limits.
Exactly.
And so, all these updates, the bug fixes, spawn adjustments, winter events, it really shows that the team is working hard to make the game better.
Definitely. It's not just about adding new stuff. It's about improving what's already there, making the game more balanced, giving players more options.
Exactly. And with all this winter stuff going on, it's clear they're really trying to make it a special time for players.
Oh, for sure. And speaking of the Winter Spirit event, don't forget about the Artisan Festival.
Right. That's a great way for the community to come together.
Yeah. And they made it a bit easier this year, less grinding.
Always a good thing. I can't wait to see it all.
And even the event token stone has been updated with holiday-themed rewards.
Nice. Festive loot.
I know, right? And then there's all the decorations. Snow globes, snowmen, timepieces, and bells scattered all over Britain, Magencia, and New Haven.
I love all the little details they add. It really makes the game world feel alive. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It wouldn't be the holidays without decorations, right?
For sure. I have a question for you, our listener. What's your favorite part of the Winter Spirit event so far? Is it battling Krampus? Collecting presents? Or maybe uncovering the secret behind the yellow snow? Let us know. We love hearing from you. Okay, speaking of decorations, have you seen how they've decked out the major cities?
I haven't had a chance to check them all out yet.
Oh, you got to see it. Magencia, Britain, and New Haven. They look amazing.
I'll have to log in and take a look. It's really cool how they bring that holiday spirit into the game.
Yeah, it's a nice reminder to slow down and enjoy the season, even when you're in a virtual world.
It's easy to get caught up in everything else going on, so it's nice to have that little escape, you know?
Yeah.
Connect with other players, share some holiday cheer.
Absolutely. And it really wouldn't be the same without the team behind UOAlive working so hard. They're the ones who make it all happen.
For sure. They deserve a lot of credit for their dedication and passion.
Okay, before we wrap up this festive deep dive, I want to go back to that treasure map reset item for a minute.
Oh, yeah, that little addition. That might be a big deal.
Exactly. It might seem like just a small convenience, But I think it says a lot about where UOAlive is heading.
In terms of giving players more choice.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, we want you to play the game the way you want to play it, whether you're a hardcore grinder or a casual player.
I see what you mean. It's about giving players more control over their experience.
And that ties in with all these different winter events too, right? Social events, combat challenges, creative stuff. There's something for everyone.
So they're catering to a wider range of play styles.
Exactly. It's an exciting time to be playing UOAlive, though.
Yeah.
And it'll be really cool to see what happens next.
Definitely. So much potential.
Well, I think that about wraps up this festive deep dive.
I feel like we covered a lot.
Yeah, we talked about patch notes, winter events, and even the future of the game,
It's always fun to dig into all this UOAlive stuff.
especially during the holidays. So until next time, keep those swords sharp, those spells charged, and that holiday spirit burning bright.
And don't forget to check out those winter events.
Right. We'll see you back here on AFK Hour. What kind of legend would you create in the world of UOAlive? Think about it.
Think about it.